Hey guys, it's Kat. So normally I am behind the camera, but today we're doing something a little bit different and I'm going to be in front of it just a little bit. We are on our way, well I am on my way right now to go get Chuck to pick him up to go to the airport and then go back to the store and finish up the rest of the weekly update and the rest of the day. So it's going to be a little different today, but I hope you guys enjoy. Just stay tuned and we'll see what else we have going on at Fishy Business and record the ride. Talk about what you want to and I will chop it up.
Okay. So,
yeah.
Weekend update is coming at you live from the Fishy Business van, where Catherine Lennick is taking me to the airport so I can get on the flight to go to Germany. And we can see what fish tanks look like over there. And maybe France too, so we'll see. What else? That's too many ums. I don't do that as much as I used to.
It's okay.
Take a right.
Okay.
But not yet.
Okay.
At the stop sign. Then
I'll
we can go.
I'll wait till the stop sign.
Okay. All right. So going to the airport.
Go to the airport.
What are we going to talk about going to the airport?
I don't know. What? Okay.
Oh, I know what we can talk
Yeah.
about. This has been interesting.
Okay.
So I ended up working all weekend last weekend, which I don't normally do. But when people call in, sometimes you got to come out of the woodwork. And I came out of the woodwork barely. And you get to meet a lot of different people on the weekends, especially on Saturdays and Sundays, because so many of you and different people come in from out of town. Take a ride at that light.
Gotcha.
And one of the things that I hear over and over again, and it's funny because I still hear it, is people wanting to do saltwater tanks and they're really apprehensive about doing it. And with all the things that we've done as far as post and all the information out there on the web, I know it can get very confusing. But one thing you should do if you've ever considered doing a saltwater aquarium, as so many people do this time of year, is come in and talk to us about it. There's a lot of education that happens that you're only going to get by coming in and actually talking to somebody who's done it for a long time. And the average person you'll talk to at Fishy Business has done it 10 years plus. A lot of us 20 years and 30 years. And there's a lot of misconceptions about doing a saltwater aquarium. There's a lot of misconceptions about what you can and can't put together, how difficult it is and stuff. And it's really not the case. When I started doing this 36 years ago, I would say the average amount of saltwater customer was about 20, maybe 15, 20% of our customers. And that's being generous. And now it's 50-50. About 1 out of every 2 people that walked in the store Saturday and Sunday had saltwater tanks. And the ones that didn't, that, you know, were willing to give me 10 or 15 minutes of their time, we were able to talk about it a little bit. And I realized by the end of working Saturday and Sunday and having about 170, 160 people come in, that there are a lot of people that are still really confused and think that it's something that you can't do. And technology has made saltwater reef keeping, fish keeping so much easier than it ever was. You're going to follow Charleston.
Charleston.
Yep. So listen, even if you're not in the market for it, come in one day, especially during the week, because we can spend so much time with you. Weekends get really busy. It's hard to really break things down. But just get educated on it, because there's a lot of people that could easily do saltwater reef keeping that aren't doing it because of all the information that's out there that says to the contrary.
It's intimidating.
It can be intimidating, sure. And when you look at the prices, that can be intimidating. But the main difference with saltwater and freshwater from a pricing standpoint is very simple. You have a lot less saltwater fish you can keep in the same size tank where you can keep a lot more. And it's just like I was telling a couple this past weekend. You know, you can have just as much money in the freshwater fish in your tank as you have in the saltwater fish. You just have fewer of them. So that's one thing that's on my mind. Cal, what's on your mind?
I don't know.
Oh, she doesn't know? Yeah.
It's back to you.
What are we going to talk about now?
What do you have on my plate while you're gone? Let's get a little behind the scenes here.
Well, pretty much the same things that are on your plate every day.
Okay.
Make a Facebook post. You heard that guy. Make a Facebook post Make another Facebook post.
Okay.
Do all the things Guy tells you to do,
Okay.
which is hard. Price everything that comes in.
Okay.
Deal with customers.
Okay.
Deal with customer complaints.
Okay.
Sell things over the phone.
Okay.
Make sure everybody comes to work.
Okay.
That'll be the hardest part of your job.
Everybody's there today.
That'll be a trip.
Everybody's there today. Everybody was
Imagine
there
that.
yesterday.
Imagine that.
It's a good thing.
Okay.
What are your plans in Germany?
I'm going from town to town, city to city, visiting all of the reps and things and fish stores that I possibly can. While in France, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to call Francois at the store to get the translation. Meine Deutsch is so I'll be okay in Deutschland, but in France, I can basically say good morning and thank you, Czar.
Yeah?
And if by some chance a beer walks in my way or any number of things that could happen. This is trip number 49, so who knows?
Number.
50 is a big number.
That's a huge.
Wait till
49
you
is a
hit
big
it.
number.
54 is a big number.
Not there yet.
That's how many times around the sun I've been.
I have another English.
Yeah.
I have another 8 years.
Thanks for reminding me how old I am.
What is that?
This is Gary.
You named him Gary?
I decided I'm keeping him.
Of course you are.
Yeah, he's going in the 180. His name is Gary.
He's going home.
No.
Oh, the
He's
180 here?
Yeah. He is a very, very large Mexican turbo snail.
Look.
How do I turn this thing around? It won't turn around.
I don't know if it will. Oh, that's how you take a picture while you're doing it.
Well, I was going to try to be in this, but I was going to make this thing.
Look, right here. Look, he's coming out. Hello. Say hi, Gary. I kind of love him.
Welcome to the saltwater portion of your weekly update. I have several medium-ish blue hippos in stock. These guys are doing very well. Your blue hippos usually get around, I would say, 8 to 10 inches in an aquarium. Hello, Mr. Ornate Grass, that I've had for, I want to say, over a month. That's doing great. Blue hippos, I want to say, in an aquarium usually get about 8 to 10 inches, but can get well over a foot. So just keep that in mind. Dory is dramatic, just like she is in the movie. So they do have a tendency when they are stressed to kind of lay sideways, hiding underneath things. And a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, it's dead. And I'm like, no, it's Dory being dramatic. Don't freak out. There is a bicolor blenny in this tank. I promise he's here. Bicolor blenny. Bicolor blenny. Bicolor blennies are really cool. They have that little orange on the end. They don't get much bigger than this. I would say they probably get another inch or two. Very chill overall. Will usually be hiding in like a little cave and will come out to eat. There's Gary in his natural habitat, getting ready to go knock things over and wreak havoc in this tank. But he's gonna have a great life, and I'm so happy for him. Just 2 starry blendings, having a slight standoff in between the panes of, well, I would say glass, but these are the acrylic tanks. Acrylic. I have starry blennies in stock. Come get one.
Hey guys, it's Kat, and I'm here with Brandy from
Pisces USA, Aqua Natural.
So Randy came down to see us today because we just got in the Pisces line, and we're super excited about this, guys.
If I don't knock it all over.
They look phenomenal scaped in any rimless tank, but these UNS tanks are great for the Pisces substrate. They've got rock, they've got driftwood. Tell us stuff.
Yeah, so we are not a U.S. company. We started in Australia about 8 years ago, and so as a result, we have sourced products from all over the world: Indonesia, New Zealand. These rocks, for instance, are actually hand collected in the riverbeds of the New Zealand Alps.
Way cool.
Only company that you can get them from in the U.S. is Pisces USA, Aquanatural, and now Fishy Business. So if you're in South Carolina, this is kind of your spot for Pisces USA.
That is so cool. So there is this really cool line of substrate I want you to look at real quick. Brandy, will you show us?
So this is our Iwagumi line. So these are really unique special rocks. They are sourced from, this is a red garnet. It's a crushed garnet from Australia. This is a New Zealand schist. You already sold out of my Indonesian beach pearl.
We did. Within like a day.
Yeah. So
I have to do another order.
So all of these come from really exotic locations. They're sustainably sourced. They're hand collected when possible. So that way it doesn't, the most minimal impact on the environment as possible. If you're familiar with Australia at all, we have unique animals there. So biosecurity tends to be a little intense. So as a result, like any company from there is likely going to be really aware of the environment. And we certainly are aware of the environment. We want to protect it, and we want to give you unique, beautiful rocks and stones that you can't find here in the U.S.
I love that.
It feels like I have like a little piece of a different world in my own house.
Very cool.
Even though it's millions of miles, maybe not millions of miles, that'd be the moon, but a long way away.
This is great.
Okay,
Yes, Kevin. We have an awesome selection of oddball fish that I'm going to showcase for you today in the freshwater section. And I also want to remind you, we are still having lots and lots of driftwood coming in, and it's still on sale, 25% off. So that's going to be going through at least this weekend. So take advantage of the sale. We got some awesome looking pieces in that'd be awesome for any kind of freshwater tank that you have. These are South American marbled gar. Old school people like me call them marbled needlefish. They are one of the smallest of the gar. They usually top out at about 10 inches max. Anyway, these are also known as marbled needlefish. They usually top out no bigger than about 10 inches or so. They're one of the smallest variety of gar, and they come from South America. They prefer live food, so they will need live feeder guppies. If it doesn't move, they generally will not eat it. This fish gets falsely accused of being dead, probably more so than any other fish in the store. These are African butterfly fish. Yes, they stay at the top, and they look like they're upside down, kind of, so I can see why they're often accused of being dead, but they're not. They are an African butterfly fish. They are an insectivore. They're trying to mimic a dead leaf floating in the waters, hoping that an insect will try to land on it, where they savagely eat it. Now, so far as feeding it at home, it's very basic. They prefer flick food, actually, so no problem at all getting these guys to eat. We have in some really nice big fire eels in stock. These are probably 10 to 12 inches maybe, and they will max size out usually around up to 30 inches, so make sure you've got a large tank, and it will require a secure lid so they do not wind up on the floor. They prefer mostly worms so far as food goes, but will also readily eat ghost shrimp and on occasion maybe feeder fish, but they're really more of a worm-eating organism. Here's a really cool oddball for you. These are Polypterus senegalis. These are actually the albinos. These are farm raised, so they're not wild caught. They're very easy to do in captivity. They do get about 18 inches plus, so make sure you have a good sized tank. And be careful choosing tank mates because they will tackle relatively large fish when they get bigger.
else do you want to say to them?
Come by and see us. Right now is the best tank. Best time in the world to shop for tanks because the prices haven't gone up in the new year. There's lots of cool things in fishy business. And Diana just did a huge saltwater order.
Yes, she did.
Much bigger than we normally do because we've been so low on saltwater fish. Hayden's brought in a host of new corals. And especially SPS are looking really good right now. There's really killer Euphyllia in there right now. Yeah, I don't know what Kevin's getting this week, but it's a good time to buy fish. It's a good time to shop for tanks.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right. Well, be safe in Germany.
Thank you.
We shall miss you. I will miss you.
Will you?
I will. I don't like it when you're not there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough on my work wife.
But it's true though.
Okay.
I have to have some
sense of
semblance
balance.
of yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Get down off that ledge.
I'm a firecracker. I need something to put
We
every
just
once in a
sell
while.
fish. Yeah. Well, you can go bloop.
I can totally bloop.
You can bloop.
I'm gonna bloop. All right. Well, have fun.
Follow the Columbia Metro Airport sign.
All right. Do you want to say bye to everybody so I can stick at the end of the video?
Bye, everybody. God bless. Have a great weekend. I will see you when I get back. Auf Wiedersehen.